So Tesla finally released the V12 for Tesla Model 3s, and it's not what we expected. Given the recent update with Model Y's interface where the car could be stretched out to the entire screen, I was hoping the similar update to come to the Model 3. But unfortunately, that's not the case, because if you are running your car on a previous gen hardware which is powered by Atom processor, then you wouldn't be getting the new update where you would be able to stretch this car screen to the entire screen. They are welcome changes which we will be discussing in this video. Now first look at the interface of this car, which has changed quite a bit. So now you can rotate the car, and by clicking on the trunk or frunk, you would get an option to actually open the boot as well as close it. And this pause option is new, where you would be able to pause while it's closing or opening, and that's just a great feature. But other than that, the visuals of the car are good and better. Now if you open the door, it actually shows you the car's open, and you can actually rotate it. Like, it was showing that the car's open even earlier, but now you can rotate to see through. It's more like a 3D model of the car, and the user interface of how to open the trunk and frunk got some animations into it, which is good. The other thing which have changed is this multimedia interface, where if you minimize it, it just stays here. Otherwise it was going down at this bottom layer. Now it says with an arrow that you have to click it or push it up. Now if you plug your car for charging, there's way more information on screen which was not earlier available, and you had to go in the charging information stats to actually see how much charging has been done, and that sort of information was relayed. But now you'd be able to see it all on the main screen when the car is charging. And other than that, I believe there are a couple of tweaks which have changed while the car is driving, and the information it shows is a bit more comprehensive now. Now to see all the rest of the feature, let's go for a drive. Now the first thing that we can notice clearly is there's a lot more information about different cars on road when you're driving your Tesla. And the other thing which has changed is when you put your car on cruise or autopilot, the speedometer sign have reduced in font quite a bit. Earlier that used to be similar size to the speedometer, but now I think the speedometer is more of a bigger font, so you can clearly see what's your current speed and you won't get confused among these three which is your speed. And that's one of the changes which we noticed. The other change which came to this interface is the bar of regeneration used to be on top right here, but now it's on the rightmost side. As you can see, it just turned to green. And let me just turn off my indicator, and you would be able to see that now the car detects that the car in front of us have an indicator turned on, as well as when it does have brake lights on. And this is more prominent when you're driving at night or you have dark mode turned on. But it's quite good that the car can still see in the bright daylight that the car in front of us have stopped, and its direction of turning, which is quite nice to see. And it's just that simple things which are brought in this update for V12, even for the cars with older processors, is quite good. So as I mentioned, the car with older processor, which is Atom processor, were not able to get the new update. I believe it's to do with the amount of processing power needed is not enough for the car to operate normally and the screens to be responsive as they are. The older processor that the car is running on might not be able to handle the interface as well as other normal features and functions of the car smoothly, and that's why Tesla have chosen to give updates in a limited form. But as you can see, the interface is quite smooth. Whatever they've provided, even for our version of V12, which is 2021 Model 3 Teslas and older, would get this interface. So as you can see, you won't be able to stretch the screen to the edge, but there's other things which changed. And to see the interface have that much more information and how smooth that is, it's quite good to see. The other thing that's changed, when you earlier chose which mode of acceleration you would be on, like chill or normal, that would be represented right in the center, but now it's just moved, these are like minor tweaks, but still a significant improvement on how it all looks. And there are some other additions which I would be able to show you once I drive the car at night, which is introduction of Matrix LED, which blocks some part of the screen just to prevent the other road users lights directly in their vision. So I'm not too sure when that happened, but while I was driving at night, I just noticed that the car's matrix LED system have been turned on now. So the matrix LED system prevents any sort of light beam projection on any cars or people that are on the road. It's amazing that just by over the AS software update we were able to attain that feature, but I understand it's not every Tesla which will be getting that feature. So to understand how that works and if your car would have it, you can run the light show on your Tesla, and if your Tesla lights project the name Tesla on the screen, then that means your car system had matrix LED system and you would be able to get that update. But as I was saying, you can see how much more information as far as different cars and other things that the car sees now is concerned. It's improved by a significant number, and that's just amazing to see. So overall, I think I'm a bit disappointed that I'm not getting the latest version and latest look and feel of the car, but this is a welcome from all the Model Y videos that I've seen with the new V12 version. It looks amazing, and I wish I did receive it, but I think these changes, whatever we had right now, is great. I hope Tesla was giving an option to update just the hardware of the screen or the car, so you would be able to get the latest software updates and all the features that it brings, but I don't believe that's in the radar for Tesla to work on, because obviously they're busy working on different things. But nonetheless, this is a welcome change. So that's it for this video, and thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.